Buddy, this is Luckless Lovelocks back with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Episode 27, I believe I'm on. I played quite a bit last night, so this might be 28. I haven't uploaded the videos from yesterday to YouTube, so I can't be sure. But we're getting up there, man. I've put a good solid, probably almost 30 hours in this game, and we're still not far along. So that's good, because I love it.
Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorcerer is told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
So, last time, we spoke to the Crones of Crookback Bog. Here you can see them in this painting, and they spoke to us through this old woman who is taking care of orphans from the war. This old woman, Gran, here. So they don't, they're spirits, I guess, or something like that, that communicate through her. And they gave us a mission to slay a beast. Let's take a look at that. Leaders of the Wood. Information found in the home of Hendrik, the Nilfgaardian agent. Blah blah blah. We already know that. So Witcher ventured into the swamps, determined to find his bog-dwelling witch and ask her about Ciri. So about the village's problems. So that's what we're going to go do. They gave us a dagger that we're supposed to give to the alderman. I assume I'm pronouncing that right. Which is supposed to show that we represent these witches. We're doing all this to find Ciri still. So how far do we have to travel? Just right to there. Okay. Can do that. Come on, Roach. Roach doesn't know how to get to us, so we'll get to him. He's confused. He's like, I'm right here. Why do you need me to come over? Lazy bastard.
That's it, Roach.
Oh, shit. Just ran over a kid.
Faster.
So those are the orphans that Gran is taking care of.
Whoa there, Roach.
I'm going to spend some time picking some plants in here. We might find, since we're in a swamp, we might find ones that we've been missing out on. And deal with some drowners. It's fine, also. These guys are pretty easy to deal with when there's not too many of them. Molly arrow. There's so many different types of herbs in this game. It's unreal. Actually, I'm just gonna run through. Take a look around. Swamp. Looks like there's some kind of statue here. Looks like it's probably a woman. Maybe it's some kind of statue to the witches. What's this over here? Abandoned building. Kind of sinking into the swamp. Another little structure over here as well. Looks like a almost like a pyre being built up. It's kind of cool to look around the environment and not just skip through it. A lot of care is put into it, for sure.
Not your lucky day.
Bandit. this thing that influences the mind, so I can basically stun one. Fuck. Pick some swallow. It's these freaking archers that I hate. Oh, got poisoned? Oh, okay.
Flail your skin off.
Nice parry.
You'll never learn. Curses.
It's a good way to get through people that are just blocking, is to stun them. Oh, you can destroy their shields too. I want to see if I can block these arrows. No. Can I deflect them? No. Or I missed the timing. But I can do that. So, Mr. Bandit.
Right, me lovers, to work!
How has your day been, sir? It's going to get a whole lot worse. Oh shit! Is that gonna explode? Oh man! I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Alright. So now when I'm surrounded by those dudes, I know what to do. Eat one of these ham sandwiches. I'm probably gonna rest to... I need to pick up a ham sandwich, right? Is it my imagination? Maybe it was. Yeah, I'm just gonna meditate for an hour to get my swallow back. Swallow is the potion that I drank that increases my vitality, which is your health. And did I level up? No, I did level up last time, but I spent the points. Oh, there's a sign here. So, one thing that Epic Name Bro guy I watch on YouTube pointed out, you guys should watch him, is these signs have lore. So, Down Warren. Before the war, the inhabitants of this village were known for their intricate lace making and artisanal smithery. Cool. Looks like they've got a quest here, as well as this is where I'm supposed to go. So. See what's going on. It looks like there's a sign. The inhabitants of the villages of Downwarren and Lindenvale are hereby ordered to report to the Nilfgaardian Army Group Center Camp to perform labor for the Empire. Lists of assigned residents and their designated days of service have been provided to the village aldermen. Those caught evading their duties shall be flogged. Commander, Army Group Center Camp. Just checking the temperature. I might open my window. So they're being asked. Oh, guy's just sleeping. He's passed out on the floor. Okay, sorry guys. Let's take a look at that notice board. Rat catcher, come to town. Rid your hut and yard of mice, rats, and other furry vermin. For a bit extra, I'll see to the crawly, creepy kind as well. Fast and effective using the latest natural methods. Special magic flute from Hamelstein. Which do no harm to plants nor friendly beasts. Reasonable prices, effectiveness guaranteed. Wandering rat catcher. Alright. Furrier looking for work. Furrier and leather worker, 20 years at the table, willing to take on jobs large and small. Fixing and creating apparel fine and rugged, reliable and timely. Will pick up the raw stuffs and deliver the finished wares with a smile. Pots and ceramics made in Seoul. There's a lot of craftsmen advertising here. Molten and fired, all made of the purest clay straight from byways. Everything to fit your fancy, decorated or plain, but all pretty as a milkmaid and twice as sturdy. We'll trade citron rugs for food. We'll trade ornate citron rugs, 3 for food, meat preferably, though I'll consider greens as well. New items never used, ideal for decorating walls. Lovely fabric with linen warp, meant as a dowry for my daughter. The Blackens did her in. So there'll never be no wedding. That's pretty sad. Why would they kill her? We'll darn and patch. If you wear it, I can patch it, so it darn it or otherwise make it good as new or better. My hands work fast and steady. Thread and patches included in the price. But if more than an L's worth of stuff is needed, you'll have to provide it yourself. Payment in eggs, grain, or potatoes preferred. So people aren't really looking for money because things are so dire, they just want food. Need more farmers around here. Hunters. Contract monster from the swamp. So this is probably the contract that we have to take. Anyone knows how to read this and read it careful so that it's known far and wide, or at least throughout the whole village. Out in the bog by where we dig peat, there's a beast that feeds on men and spurts out deadly mists all around itself. If you're good with a sword and looking for coin, know that I'll pay and pay well for that beast's head. And to everyone else, stay out of that accursed bog. If you value your lives, don't say I didn't warn you. Leslav. It's probably the alderman.
Greetings. Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Careful there.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
That's that tree that we saw off in the distance in the other episodes.
When did all this start?
3 year back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Womenfolk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame,
So it's
fear and cursing.
affecting the whole life here.
Long have we pled for the lady's help.
Need more details.
Wonder if it's
See for
something in the
yourself.
air.
Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now's a wonder.
A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is.
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folk stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
I never treat evil light. And there's a merchant over here. But it is 2:14 a.m., so I imagine he is asleepin'. Let's meditate till morning.
Grandad told me a dragon nested in them hills once upon a time. Then along came a knight in shining armor. George was his name.
Heroic name, George.
Set right to work and slish, slash, slew the besotted beast. Hide his wounds. Out of gratitude, our forebears built him a tomb.
Oh.
It stands in the caves to this day.
So there's some knights.
George, we could use one now.
There's some knight's tomb around.
On your way.
Keep our eyes open for that.
Fiddlesticks! You look awful.
Thank you.
You chew 'em or swallow 'em whole.
Oh, you want to fight? I'll fight with you. He didn't like that.
I seen that dream again. He was running through the woods. The whistle led me to the old.
All right, buddy.
Milk, freshly curdled milk. Eggs straight from the coop, nary a trace of shit on them.
Oh, good.
Show me
Play,
what you said.
play some Gwent with this guy. I feel like playing a game. It's been a while. $78 to 96. So that's axe is better. Steel sword, 54, 78. I used for blackjack, so I need to knock people out. Do I have any? This guy's still got 99. Sure. Thought I might have some pelts to sell. This guy's mainly got food. I think I'm pretty well stocked on food, relatively speaking. Yeah. But let's play a card game. It's been a while.
Don't
I
know that
don't
I'm
pussyfoot
gonna buy
around.
it, but I sure wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
This guy's out in the middle of nowhere. How good could he be? How's my other decks coming along? So I got some new cards for this. Still not quite there though. 722, 4 of 22. I mean, probably could play with like this deck here, but I don't have a lot of soldiers. I'm getting there though, so let's just go with this. Actually, do I have a different leader as well? Change leaders. No. Let's do this. Oh, he's like he's the monsters. Good to have in the row. Pretty good mix. I kind of don't want 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like yeah, it's fine. Let's do this. It's a pretty good collection of cards. Mama. The best Earth Elemental. Oh shit, man. Maybe this guy's got better cards than I thought. And I wanted to check his pick any weather card from your deck and play it instantly. That's pretty good. Better than mine. Griffin. He's got some good cards. Leading by 1. And I can play the fog one, right? Fog is for ranged, so I don't want to play that. I can avoid it. I don't want to play that yet. There it is. He just had that though, he could play it a second time. Buster. What was that? Find any cards with the same name in your deck and play them instantly. Pass. This card will give him 5. Want to maybe play that the next round. Let's just play this, see what happens. I think he'll do a special. Please don't. Okay. Committed to this round. Got 1 card left. Can't play that. If he plays his special, then I lose. Oh, he played that? Okay. He's throwing it. He's throwing the game. Oops, no, I don't want to play that one. Sure. Okay. So I could just do this. Get 2 cards. And then he passed. I can just pass. And then I should be able to win this one because I've got 3 cards and he'll have. Why does that get to stay? Oh. Got no cards. Boom. Yes. Victoire! Close one. Let's see if there's anything else going on in this town. It's a town of 4 huts. So, not much to do.
Where'd you come?
I'm gonna walk over again. And actually, before I go, open these baked potatoes, get my stamina up.
Our
Stamina.
men were royal. What did it chase him off?
some abandoned buildings. Looks like this is like an abandoned village. One thing I've noticed is when you clear out some of these abandoned villages, then people will sometimes come and repopulate them, which is kind of cool. Al Ghul. Oh, what's that? Never fought one of these before, so I'm just trying to figure out its pattern. Looks like he's got an AoE blast. Doesn't like fire. Lesser blue mutagen. Nice. Let's take a look at this beast. Harpies. Oh, we ran into harpies as well in the last episode. Most monsters don't actually keep any treasure in their lairs. Harpies, though, they like shiny things. Letho, Viper School, Witcher. We've encountered a bit about the Viper School, Witcher. The Viper Witcher School before. We got some equipment, some recipes and equipment for the Viper School at the beginning of the game, and we ran into a Witcher that had been killed trying to complete a contract to kill some specters. It's hard to say what is most repulsive about harpies and their cousins. The shishigas, their hideous appearance, the overwhelming stench of rot and bird excrement that clings to them, or their blood-curdling screech. Suffice to say that even rats, who dwell happily among the rankest fecal matter and rotten waste, give their nests wide berth. Beautiful. Beautiful necrophages. Al Ghul, so this is the guy that we just fought. An Al Ghul is basically a badass ghoul. Yarpin Zigrin, dwarven warrior. Yarpin Zigrin. Al Ghouls differ from normal ghouls in size, strength, coloring, and most importantly, intelligence. Whereas ghouls and graviers are primitive creatures unfit to plan even the simplest ambush, Al Ghouls and their kindred, such as scimitars, are capable of forethought and are thus much more dangerous. Axie. And this should be necrophage oil, okay. And there was one more beast in here, relics, godlings. So this is the Johnny is a godling, and we encountered him last episode. Not too long ago, the areas around peasant hamlets were chock full of guardian spirits. Today, it's nigh unto impossible to spot a brownie, buka or loot. In godlings, they're always the first to go. Such is the price we pay for civilization's forward march. From the preface to The World We Have Lost by Professor Doragare. Godling, sometimes mistaken for Luton, are woodland creatures dwelling in burrows and moss-covered hollow stumps on the outskirts of human settlements. In this case, it was a swamp. They are similar to children in behavior and appearance, and like children, delight in mischief. Godlings are deeply rooted in their home territory and perform acts of care and guardianship to those dwelling near their burrows. They watch over people as well as animals, but shy creatures by nature. They try to do so while remaining unseen. Godlings are drawn to joy and innocence, so delight in the company of children, and usually only show themselves to the young. These hard-working and clever creatures gladly perform small services for those in their care, asking only for respect and payment in the form of food or cast-off tools in return. They are easily offended by churlish, ungrateful, or simply rude behavior. Godlings also treasure their peace and quiet. When the village a godling watches over becomes too populous or its inhabitants forget the old ways, it will abandon its burrow for good and walk off to destinations unknown. Cool. Yeah, that was an interesting character. Kind of playful, seemed like a child, but actually was like an adult, but was playful like a child. Alright. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna avoid these guys. There's too many of them. It's not worth the effort. I just wanted to pick that plant, anyways. Picking flowers. Oh, this way.
Looks like rain.
Thanks, Geralt. Wasn't sure. Sounds pretty nasty. Is this the tree that we saw off in the distance? Might be.
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
Okay. So I can
The
hear.
powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Something over here.
Fang bites.
Oh. Let's Spectre oil. I think this is gonna be some Spectre action.
A voice from within the tree.
Wants me to go this way. Just go right up to the tree. Wow, that's so cool. I don't think it's gonna be too happy with me. Okay, I think we need to go down underneath the tree.
Be gone.
Werewolf.
Be gone. Be gone.
Shit.
The powers will not relent.
Okay, I gotta see if the werewolf's in here, because I don't know how to deal with those. Werewolves. Igni. Cursed oil. Devil's puffball. Moon dust. Okay. Do I even have cursed oil? No. Okay, whatever. Oh man, this guy's nasty! Whew! That was close. Get burnt! Where are you running to? Where are you running to? Oh, he really doesn't like getting burnt, does he? Get him! Quick! Before he transforms! Okay, good. Looked like he was transforming into something.
Who are you?
Werewolf mutagen. Nice. Man.
Be gone. Be gone.
Oh, there's a place of power.
Magic. A place of power.
So these give me a boost to assign. In this case, it's going to be Igni, I think. Yeah. And also, they gave me a skill point. Which I will use, because I have a feeling it's going to be hard. And use it on this Axie. Oops, I always do that. Upgrade ability. Supposed to climb up. Oh, there's a cave here. Cool. Alright, I just need to see if I can brew that that oil. I don't even have the recipe yet. But oh, I can make the werewolf decoction. Running, sprinting, and jumping outside combat does not use stamina. It's not that good. Fuck it. Oh. This tree appears to be alive. There's something in there. I can't get through. See if the sword. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, let's go down here then. Oh fuck, I hate the swimming in this. Manuscript page, Morabor Forest. Is there one other thing? No. Okay, I'm gonna go up. There is where I fucking die. Let's read that manuscript, see if there's that page from the manuscript. No, that's not it. So many papers. Okay. I don't see it. Shit.
Why have you gone? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
Ugh.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The Crones killed me,
Crones killed me.
cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circling Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over a sea.
So they must be stuck in this tree.
You must know the Crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lines.
Speaking a bit in
They
riddles.
seek their strength from the broth of human flesh.
Is he saying that because he wants us to kill them?
Why did they kill you?
The Crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body.
Talking about the Crones again.
Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Oh, I wonder for you though.
Imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly. A labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please.
Talking about the
I
orphans?
must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
Why?
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no rules to our ceremony. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
The Crones. What do you know about
Can't tell if he's lying or not.
Sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
Fuck. I don't believe this guy. Like, why did he want us to go away then? If he thought that we could free him.
I don't believe you, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare to harm me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature. I shall live.
Okay, I've got to kill this thing. Oh god! Oh god. Yeah, the way he was talking, he was speaking in riddles, he wasn't consistent. I didn't, like, why would the witches hurt the kids when they had every opportunity to do that before I arrived, and they haven't. So, I think this guy's lying. Wow, tons of blue mutagens, that's awesome. Tell the alderman of Dalmoring to care of the problem. And the other thing is, this thing's not going to help me with find Ciri, as far as I can tell. So, I may regret that choice, but we'll see. Is there more to this place? Came from there, and this is the area that was blocked, so I think that's it. That was kind of a cool fight, a bit on the easy side. But I think I'm a bit overpowered for this mission. Storm has ended. There's dead bodies all over the place. I didn't see any dead bodies around the Crones. Well.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings.
How'd ye dispel this evil?
With my sword!
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No.
Sure about that?
The Crones, or the Ladies of the Wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Also,
I do.
you get money.
Need the dagger. Be back soon.
Oh, this doesn't look good. What?
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on. Our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Okay. So the tree heart wasn't lying about the ears that the Crones use. Hunting gauntlets. We may have to deal with these Crones too.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Yeah.
Well, bring it here.
Those some gross looking ladies. Wow. Oh. The Bloody Baron's wife had those blood symbols on her hand. The fire symbol on her hand. I might have made the wrong choice.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression for
Oh
your
god, it's disgusting.
Plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
It is Anna.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come.
Should have seen that coming.
Woman who interests
Thought she was younger though.
Speak, white-haired one.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
Oh, you didn't have to, honestly. You didn't have to dress up.
If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
I'm glad your face is covered.
Do you desire us?
Shit.
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
To be woven together with you? I'd be your best and last.
No, please.
Not what I came for.
No shit.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Lots free, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
There's one more evil power remaining.
So fortunate to have found so brave a knight, so able.
Whose spirit was trapped in the tree?
That of one who once cheated death.
But she couldn't deceive you, brave knight.
Yeah. You're
You've rid
bullshitting
the
me.
world of a great evil.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given we never break. The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could. Like she was our own daughter.
Sure you did.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl. Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
The young woman I seek never hurt anyone without cause.
You've not seen her long. She's changed for the worse.
It's possible she's changed. She's definitely
Why'd she
rougher.
attack you?
She's no longer the girl you once knew. Wrath consumes her.
But I don't believe that wrath has consumed her.
They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Cool. Back to Ciri
We knew someone special was alive. We read beast enclosures, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness. A mirage in a puddle.
She like teleported
She
here.
came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The soul seeds that were burst into flame.
Oh, they're big. I didn't get that impression. Like, I didn't notice how big they were.
She fell into our hands.
Oh, those breasts.
Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
A lamb to the slaughter.
Come, sisters, no pointing. The table's set. The cord.
Probably want to use her blood for something.
Cannot! You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will,
Imlerith.
but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
They're working with the
I'll
wild
take her
hunts.
feet. Lovely. And plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there, Siri.
You'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Oh. They're pretty close, sir. Oh, what are those? Oh god. Siri is like one powerful woman. Oh, I guess I just supposed to run because there's way too many of them. Oh man! Is this before she encountered the werewolf or after? Yeah, did you see those witches? Holy fuck. This game is awesome. It's freaking amazing. It's only getting better. These are kind of like, you can think of them as like ring race. They're just kind of tirelessly chasing Ciri. She's got this elder blood in her that's supposed to give great power. So this must be before she encounters the Bloody Baron. Yeah, okay. I'm so addicted to HOTS that I haven't touched this game. Oh, do you have it?
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood.
Oh, look at her eyes.
Girl.
There's like some
But you know that.
black shit coming out of her eyes, like flies or something.
Such a shame she fled.
You tried to kill her. Can't forgive you for that.
Waste of words.
Got it for free. Oh, you got it free. Cool. How'd you get it for free?
True.
Is it graphics
But
card?
now is not the time for that to bear fruit.
Oh, is that with the graphics card you got?
Now you shall chase shadows
Yeah.
and wander midst fog.
Chase shadows.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, the girl will die. Seeing you, handsome knight.
Those legs. Oh man. God, Sometimes, man, this game is fucking tough to take. Alright, so I'm gonna go... Where's that sign? Anyways. Are you gonna play some HOTS? Huge Witcher fan, I played the first one. Oh, okay. You didn't play the second one though, eh? It's too buggy? Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know it was buggy. Got to play it. It. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a caster follower HOTS game going for next Friday instead of this Friday. It just didn't work out. I kind of tried to get it together yesterday, and then I felt like I slept most of the day today, so it was hard to get it together. So I'll try to get it together for next Friday instead. Some more time. It's buggy and the controls were horrible, and it was a little too much for my GTX 260, which is what I had at the time. Yeah, I understand.
Could use some hair of the hound.
What do you do? Ask a bear to dance.
It's definitely pushing my 7970 to its limits. I even overclocked my graphics card so I could bump up the settings a bit.
Little prick.
And for all I've done for these people, you'd think they could give me some fucking respect. Jesus. Calling me little pricks. Well, I guess they're ignorant people. Yeah, that's right. Put out your light. I don't know if I should play them before this one.
One fucked up face.
Fuck you, man. I didn't play either Witcher 1 or Witcher 2, and I started playing this. I watched some gameplay of Witcher 1, and I actually watched a movie that someone made with all the cinematics from The Witcher 1, which is kind of cool.
Good plow.
That got me up to date on the story, and then I've started watching the second one from the same guy, and I've watched, I was watching Christopher Odd, which is a YouTuber I watch, doing his playthrough, and got me caught up on a bit of the story, which helped, but I think you can play this even without knowing anything about The Witcher. And there's just so much information in the glossary about the characters and everything that you can catch up on the story. And actually, that reminds me, I'm going to read a bit about the characters, because we've got some more entries. So Annabelle, no, that's not. We got Anna. So now we've discovered who Anna is. It's Graham. Which one feels dated now? Yeah, I know. It was actually kind of hard to watch. Even the voice acting was not that great, and the story was made a lot less sense than the story for this game. But like there was this whole like King Arthur thing going on in the story that was weird. It seemed a bit out of place. But maybe it was just the movie I was watching, and maybe it didn't quite edit it properly. So Tamara only deepened Geralt put the facts together and realized the old woman in the swamps was in fact Anna, the Baron's missing wife. He also learned that the signs on her hands were symbols of the pact she had made with the Crones in order to get rid of her unwanted child. So the Crones got rid of the child. They did the best they could with the budget they had. Yeah, and actually for the time, I think it was pretty, not revolutionary, but it was ahead of the curve. They tried to create a very adult story, like almost like an adult fairy tale to a certain degree. And not a lot of games were doing that at the time. And this is just like taking it to an entirely next level. Like I felt watching the cinematics, The Witcher 1, the adult theme felt a bit more pasted on. In this, it's like interwoven in the story. It doesn't feel fake. Oh, well, thank God you only watched the enhanced, not the vanilla. The dialogue on the vanilla Witcher 1 was so cheesy. It might have been the vanilla. Might have been the vanilla. For the first one, because it was really cheesy. The Crones granted our wish in their own twisted way, with a curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Peller, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic's influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenseless against the Crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palm began to burn, and a fiend dragged her to the heart of Crookback Bog, where she paid back her debt as a Crone slave. Man. The Brewis, that's one of the Crones. The Crone known as the Brewis was the middle of the three demonic sisters in terms of age, but the first in terms of size. Yeah, that flesh. Brewis is said to be a master concoctor of magical mixtures, and in the more ghastly legends, was said to know over a dozen different recipes for human soup. We found out some more about Cyrilla. So it seemed that during Ciri's time in Velen, she got into a quarrel with some sort of witch or witches in the swamps. Geralt learned the truth of Ciri's time in the swamps from the mouths of the hideous crones themselves. Even Ciri, better able to hold her own than most anyone in existence, was lucky to escape with these powerful beings alive and intact. Iridin, we've seen before. He's like the leader of the Wild Hunt, from what we could tell. Gran, well, we know that she's Anna now. Imlerith, this is new. Imlerith, the general of the Wild Hunt and a frequent guest in Geralt's nightmares, had been chasing Ciri for quite some time, striving to deliver her to his ruler Eredin. This powerful and brutal warrior had fought in countless battles and campaigns for conquests waged by the Aeon El in other worlds. Conquests waged by the Aeon El. He prized physical confrontation above all else, seeking out direct bloody skirmishes where opponents pit their strength, agility, and training against each other in a contest to the death. Waged by the Aeon El. I'm going to look up this Aeon El because I think I've seen it before, but I forget what it means again. So they're elves who inhabit another world, unlike the Aeon Seed, who came to the continent on their white ships before the humans appeared. Sounds a lot like Tolkien. The capital of the world is Tir Nalia, which is ruled by Oberon Murkitash. Yeah, it says here, note, in the Silmarillion by Tolkien, the blah 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 are those elves who traveled and established in the blessed realm of Aman, a distant and legendary land to the west of the Middle Earth. High elves never left that land and still live there. They're almost a mythological race. And I think Tolkien based some of his works off of some of the same legends that The Witcher is based on. So it's not surprising that there's a connection. Because these are based on, like, I think, like, Eastern European, Polish legends. Anything else? Ghost in the Tree? We can read this next time. Weaves, though this is another one of the Crones. Luckless, I'll be back in like 2 hours. I'll leave it running though. Okay, dude, I don't know if I'll be here in 2 hours, so if I don't see you, I'll see you later. And next Friday, let's do the HOTS thing. Even if it's just the two of us, we'll play. Though the youngest of the three Crones, the Weavis was not one jot less ugly or evil than her older sisters. She's definitely probably the most attractive of the three, although we couldn't see the faces of two of them. It was she who wove their magic tapestries of human hair gathered as tribute. Alright, dude, see you later, bro. See you, Dexter. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It was nice talking to you. It was she who, well, their magic tapestries hair gathered as tribute from the young children of nearby villages during their cutting ceremonies. These tapestries were how the worshippers of the Ladies of the Wood made contact with and paid homage to their deities. So these cutting ceremonies, I wonder, like, is that hair cutting? Or is it like circumcision? But if it's children in general, then it's probably not circumcision. These tapestries were how the worshippers of the Ladies of the Wood made contact with and paid homage to their deities. So the way that I'm reading that is it's a hair cutting ritual. And then the Wispess. The Crones of Velen were not just old, they were literally ancient, having been around since the reign of the first human kings and possibly even since the coming of the elves. Of the three ghastly sisters, the Wispess was most ancient, or at least so claimed the swamp dwellers. Whispered legends. Whispered, for if they spoke too loudly, the crone would hear it. She demanded tribute in the form of human ears, which she hung from trees, and through which, using primeval magic, she heard all that happened in the swamp. Crazy, crazy.
One fucked up this.
You again? You know what?
What you want, mate?
I'm saving this. I'm fucking killing this motherfucker.
Nice side. Put it away. I said put the dark side away.
Fucking insult me.
Round behind! Plowing with it. Come on.
Piece of shit. Fucking insult me. You're fucking special. Burn you alive, you cocksucking bitch. Motherfucker. Kill all of you! Sorry. I was just venting. You've lost coin. Yeah, no. I'm reloading that one. I had to vent every time I walk by these guys, they insult me.
While in Crookback Bog, Syria had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Syria escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Well, okay, there's a little recap. We kind of know that she ended up at the Bloody Barrens, so...
Rubble everywhere.
So, he should be able to tell us where he went afterwards, where she went afterwards.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
She kind of kept there, though.
Back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core?
Yes.
Bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Be nice.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
It's true.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. Alright then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
Basically, before you were saying Anna knew how to push his buttons. His wife knew how to push his buttons, but...
With Annie, It was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help.
Excuse me.
It was one
Foltest is the
battle
king
to
of
the
Temeria,
next,
I think.
one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Let's hear him out. Whatever.
What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
She decided to beat the shit out of her for years.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
It's like, no, there's a lot more blood.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew
just let
into
her
a
go.
fit.
Although the
Hysteria.
kid thing isn't really
Threw
fair.
herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside.
Too bad it
It
wasn't.
was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. And as you know now,
Didn't really survive them.
not everything was as it might have seemed.
I'm not that indifferent.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
It's
I'm
not so much
content
on
that
hers,
you
though.
finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Yes!
Your wife is
300
with the Crones
experience.
as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What Crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
I've heard folk speak of them, and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the Crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes
So sure that she
is he
seemed
doing in
content.
that swamp?
She made a pact with the Crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the Crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the Crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Do what you will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the Crones, just plain stupid.
What would you have me
There's nothing
do?
he can do about it.
Sit on my ass and wait for her return. I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business.
Let's play Gwent. Okay, enough of this, you know. Enough of this serious talk. Let's play some cards. That's what we want to do, right?
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
Fucking spills his heart out. We're just like, ah, that's cool. Let's play some cards.
Now, what did I last?
Basilisk.
It's actually
He
something
just
I would do.
attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Right, I love playing Assyrians. It's...
Right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
oh wow, that's cool.
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Oh,
Yeah!
oh god. Oh, she's tough, man. No signs. I gotta keep away for a bit. She recovers health really fast. Can't use items in this mode, so that makes up for it. It's like a deranged, like, rooster chicken.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
He's like, okay.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
That's why I must go. We're even. Yeah. Guess we're even. He took
You
us
helped
in.
me as well. When your man brought me here, you fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good
Swords.
company here.
Moving around a bit. There
We'll
we go.
always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The wild hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The wild hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Novigrad.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True. But with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
I don't really believe she's there
Not
willingly
heard
either.
me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
I'll go, because I want to get rid of these witches.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Oh!
There you are! Escape. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
Fuck.
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
What?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smart-ass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once, to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
You think?
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
I don't know. Maybe he does want to make amends, but I feel like he just fall back into his old ways. Too much shit between him and his wife. Skellig. I think it's too tough for me to do right now. Makes sense. Alright guys, I think I might stop for the night. I'm definitely stopping The Witcher. Getting kind of tired. Thank you so much for watching. Dexter, thanks for watching.
You look awful.
Hope you had a good time. I know I did. Alright, thanks a lot guys. See you later.